A, if you're in business, it's not a good thing. B, if you've got money, you must have evaded taxes.
Yeah.
C, imported goods are not good. They're bad.
When we were looking at old movies in India, right? Factory owners and the rich people were always the bad people. I think I was talking to some of my friends that Dil Chahta Hai is the first time when being rich or being ambitious was considered now an okay thing to do. Do you think that has changed in India now? Like where the ambition is not considered bad?
We grew up in the 60s and 70s. I was born in 1963.
Yeah.
We grew up in the 60s and 70s with three sort of beliefs. One is, if somebody's got money, must have broken the law, must not have paid taxes. It's not good, right?
Yeah.
So acquiring wealth was not considered to be good. Conspicuous consumption was not considered to be good. Now, if I recall the Hindi movies of my childhood in the 60s and 70s, there was often a smuggler. That smuggler had a warehouse of cartons. Now, see, you are growing up in an environment where imports are restricted.
Yeah.
So imported goods are, भाई कुछ तो smuggling की होगी, right? And there will always be these cartons in the warehouse of the villain who's a smuggler, right? And invariably there would be cartons saying VAT 69, right? And I used to ask my father, what is VAT 69? He told me it's a brand of Scotch whisky.
Yeah.
So the VAT 69 brand was built in India decades before it became available in the market, simply because in Hindi movies you had cartons saying VAT 69, which belonged to the smuggler in his warehouse, and the smuggler was the villain. So if you coveted foreign goods, it was something bad. And that was the fallout of the rhetoric promoted by the government, the narrative promoted by the government, Nehruvian socialism, imports are bad, exports are good, that kind of rhetoric.
Yeah.
And we got into and plus there was industrial licensing in India.
Yeah.
So we got into this thing of, A, if you're in business, it's not a good thing. B, if you've got money, you must have evaded taxes.
Yeah.
C, imported goods are not good. They're bad. And there's industrial licensing, which means that good stuff is not made in India because there's not enough competition.
Yeah.
So you ended up with mediocre products in India, but the population would cover imports, right? Yeah. Now, I remember 1971 war with Pakistan. In the 9-10 months prior to the war, there were a whole bunch of refugees pouring into India, and there were refugee camps, in Assam and in the Bengal border, all that, in all those areas. So there was a whole bunch of foreign aid coming in, material foreign aid coming in for the refugees, the East Pakistani refugees. Very often the wrong stuff would come. Right? Yeah. So I remember from Canada, there was this massive shipment of woolens and sweaters and whatnot. Now the truth is, in East Pakistan, in that climate, you don't need sweaters. They're not relevant. So that stuff was sold in Delhi, on the pavements.
Got it. Yeah.
And I recall these heaps of these foreign sweaters being sold for 5 rupees on pavements in Delhi. And crowds were lining up because you were getting Canadian imports at 5 rupees, high quality. And that sort of course, at that time I didn't realize what it meant.
Yeah.
But now when I look back on it, basically we were starved of high quality products.
Yeah.
Now, that is not the case anymore.
Yeah.
That has changed. So, and with industrial licensing on, you have more competition.
Yeah.
With imports being allowed slightly more freely, you have better product available. So the Indian consumer is, I guess, getting habituated and has got habituated to better quality products. Expectations have changed. Now, I'm 62, so I still have memories of the 1960s and the 70s. But the younger people have not seen that.
Yeah.
So very often they will not know what I'm talking about. But we've been through that phase also.